Hey, bro, thanks so much for your question. I appreciate you taking the time to ask. I've got to really emphasize this isn't coming from a place of shame or shade or judgment on people that are addicted to pornography. But have a think about it for just a minute. There's this idea that you're stressed and you need release. Now, stress is a symptom of a sick system, and there are healthy ways to manage stress, and there are unhealthy ways to manage stress. And any of those substances that I mentioned are habit forming, and to rely on anything external, which forms an addiction, means that you're not the master. You're not the one that's in control. Something else is. What it sounds like you're saying is that there's nothing detrimental about being addicted to pornography. And with all the love in the world, I've got to challenge that, because being addicted to anything is not a healthy way to live your life. If you're saying you can't relieve your stress without busting a nut out, then what happens when you can't bust a nut? What happens if you have erectile dysfunction, for example? What happens if you're away from porn? What happens if you get so reliant on porn that you can't reach orgasm with your partner? And that's going to diminish the intimacy that you share between you and your partner. I think it's a subtle form of mind control that we're under, that all of the things that I mentioned in that last video are really easy access. And because they're so easy to access, they make us weaker and less resilient. And that's not what I'm about. I'm about being self-sufficient and resilient and strong. And this is what the yoga, meditation, and breathwork practice that I teach brings in. It's a daily sense of self-discipline. Just bear that in mind, because this natural function, our sexual release, has been corrupted a little bit by an industry in order to make money. You're being advertised to on a porn website. That ain't cool in my book. It's a form of slavery and mind control. And maybe it's time to break out of that. Sending this with loads of love. Peace.